Friday. 8 beautiful days, my nigga.
Hotel lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They check second to 10. Hey.
Okay, Coach, coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings
All right,
and
let's
the
play
Detroit
some ball. You feel me?
Lions. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're
They try to bring back Dalvin Cook. I said, hell no.
And he will be
you know when they give you an option to bring him back early?
17-yard line.
I said, hell no. We need him for playoffs. You did.
Ready? Hey, switch gears. Hey!
And to give this time to the tailback. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play action. It's Newton. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Newton. Able to find Switzer.
Wow.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's all.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Mike 20. I got you, punk. Hey, watch that, watch that. Hustle, hustle. 54. Mike, 54. Pick it up, guys.
Newton now to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Out of bounds down at the 7-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. But he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Ready, ready. 47's the mic. Leo.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
At the 9-yard line.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Second and 9 now. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kenny Stills, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score 27.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. A little juke. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. From the gun, Lawrence. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. Touchdown, Vikings. Kyle Rudolph, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on third down, Newton. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate?
Stephon Diggs, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate pace.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. The Lions on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down.
Oh, his brother?
Effort to get his hand on that one.
That'd be funny as hell.
And brings up a 4th down decision.
Colquitt on to kick
Yeah,
as he
they be
sends it
wildin'.
away. This is taken at the 15. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's true.
That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
It's a big one there for the Vikings. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And Diggs has it. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Single.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
And what league?
It's their quarterback on his way
Oh,
to a historic
Nick.
performance. 4 first-half touchdowns.
I don't know what he's doing, bro.
That
He's a
advantage.
weirdo. That's the nigga who changed my name.
And a route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Nutty.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So
He got rid of Aaron Donald
caller, you're going
for
to
Patty
that
Holmes.
portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
That's what he like. He like the glitchy shit. Chiefs would love that team.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Now the ball comes loose. And this belongs to the Vikings.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys.
Ask Braylon about, hey, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what I can do.
You often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way.
You feel me? I don't want, you know what I'm saying? I don't want no nut shit.
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
On first down, McKinnon, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. It's caught. Smith. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he will score.
Who said that?
Touchdown, Vikings. Kenny Stills with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. As
I'm like, who the fuck said that?
Put this one out of
I
reach.
didn't say that.
Tavecchio good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
20. Number 28, Mike, he's coming.
Newton on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Newton now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch 97, watch 97. Single. Mike, 28. Mike, 28.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Check the backer. Check 37. Check 37. Great. Express. Motion.
A final shot before the break. Newton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
Let's go.
Sunshine's having a fucking day.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
We ain't begin to turn you up.
On first down, McKinnon again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. To throw on second down, Lawrence. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2.
Man, I got you. Mike 51, Mike 51. Let's go, Heavy. Bravo. What you got, Heavy? Ready.
Back to throw. Lawrence. It's complete. Stills. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
You talking about Nick?
Here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing deep for Galladay. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Detroit. 57 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Express. Gun. Mike 22. Yeah. Mike 22. Short. 22's coming. Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Off play action. Newton. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
90 Wolf. Hey, exit.
On first and 10, Lawrence, flush to his right, going deep for Diggs.
Let's go, man. Yo, Lawrence is balling, man.
Stephon Diggs, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on.
You saw that?
One play, 80
I'm about to
yards.
say.
Easy drive to recap.
That was
It
a
certainly
dime.
is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start.
A
They went for the
dime.
whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
That's fielded in the end zone. They'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked Picked off right around the 43. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Lawrence eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
It's caught here by Adams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Josh Adams, his 4th touchdown on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that will extend this big lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 2nd and 15 now. Newton, screenplay, Johnson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Newton. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. On 1st down, Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mike Daniels able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Going deep here for Stills.
Oh,
into a double team, and it's intercepted.
He smoked that pass.
Darius Slay with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Newton. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
57's Mike.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Diggs. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. McKinnon, he's got the 1st down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings! Jerick McKinnon, his 11th touchdown of the year as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
54 Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's 2nd down.
On the back.
2nd and 9. Newton.
Huh?
And this one incomplete. Too much contact.
No, he's laying down on the carpet.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL.
Oh, you want to go Patricia?
Pass first league.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. It got his man complete.
You're not sleeping there, right?
All the way down to the 35. It's a big play there for the Lions. 51 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field.
Can you close the door, please?
Come in and close the door. I hope the text it.
Hey, watch that.
Now it's Newton. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice.
Yeah.
But Mama, because my mom's fine out. There's Frozen 3.
I did not talk about no Frozen 3. She didn't want to talk about no Frozen 3 because she didn't Elsa could have a boyfriend this time. Because Anna is the only one with the boyfriend. First and second. So maybe she'll have a
Check.
They fake the give. Newton. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Hold on, let me finish this real quick. I'm going to show you.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Gabby's not here yet, boo.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. He's going to sling this deep down. And now here is another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And this one will be brought back to the 22. They were looking for Johnson that time. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
At the 24-yard line. 56. I know he ain't got it.
Off the play fake. Lawrence. Flushed out right. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw. Lawrence steps away to his left. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here.
Did they go somewhere? They don't go nowhere.
You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton, he's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain.
How would I know why your boots are here?
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I'm coming. Hey, high 7. Crunch. Where's 52? Watch 52.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've observed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
No, sorry, this is insane, bro.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence.
Oh, my, you're fucking me up, bro. Stop talking, bro. Just go. Like you said, just go.
First of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
What's going on, bro?
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Yeah. Enjoy work, bitch.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are down big. They have not scored a single point.
I'm beating this nigga 56-0
Are they so
right now.
defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes, Coach, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football.
Love a nigga back, man.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
I was there for 20 minutes. You didn't say nothing. Come on, dude. Gina, no. Wow, perfect.
Third and long, it's Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will
It's going to hit everybody home. That's going to hit everybody.
1 second left to go. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
Yeah, see? That's the energy I need. That's the energy I need. Talk that shit, yeah. That's the energy I need, right there. That energy.
Through the shutout, Adam, I think they
wow.
worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they had the ball pretty well.
Do something big.
Time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.
Oh, it's like Christmas.
So for the
I know you like that. At first, I did the same thing. I'm like, no, that's my mom's shit. Yeah, I'm like, that's my mom's shit.
Next week, as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8.
This is mine.
An extra week to stew over this.
Depending if you like it.
Back in action until week 11.
Oh my God. Oh my God!
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew,
nobody likes it.
Huh? You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I have this one.
That's nice.
There you go. Okay. Love you. That's yours. Merry Christmas.
Oh, and leave me money for the tree.
Okay. How much?
60.
All right. Why would? Who said you were exaggerating? Who said you were exaggerating? You like your candles? I'll buy you new rugs. Hey, yeah, I'll buy you new rugs. No, I like that. Nah, leave the fucking dog alone. He had a bad day. Leave him alone. He already. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. That nigga had a bad day. Trust me. What's bad? Not like that. I'm just saying he had a bad day. He's just stuck in there all day.
He's probably shitting and pissing.
No, I check. I check. I take him out. You think I leave him in there and don't take him out? What type of shit is that? He's literally sleeping next to the heater. You like it? I'm glad you like it. I know, that's what... Ma, I thought about... Who you think I thought about when that shit came out? And tell me like this. I got this for Gabby. No, it's for me. I'm a Kimber person too, huh? I just for Gabby. It's nice, right? It's called Winter Daisy.
It's
different. It's different.
That's gorgeous. She's gonna put.
That's mine. Obviously, you know, so coming out. That's her shit. She likes this.
Yeah.
That's her shit. It's a classic. That's her shit.
She's got good shit. That's you?
No, that's her. She liked it on this weekend.
Yeah.
I got her that. I picked that out for her. And then, you know, mine. You don't like this one either? I don't have a horror sense of smell. I picked all your shits out. I picked all that shit out.
Mine's is good.
I picked all your shits out.
But your shit, the ones you like, is terrible.
That's what I like. What? Champagne toast? Champagne toast is bad?
Yeah.
Smell again. You're not giving it a chance.
I don't like it.
You're a bastard.
I'm a bastard.
Bastard child. And who picked this? Who picked this? Alan did. No disrespect. Yeah, I know. No disrespect. I know what the fuck I'm doing. This fucking douchebag. At least I didn't fuck up on yours. Oh. It's okay, baby. Come here, it's okay. Stop playing with her. Obviously, you don't play well together. It's alright, Mama. It's not that big. It's not that big. Come here. It's not that bad. Not that bad, baby. Leave her alone. Go. Baby, where you going? You wanna watch some TV? You wanna watch some TV? Alright, I'm gonna go upstairs now. Yo, Mike, I'll be back. She's bleeding already. I don't know, her and Zena. Micah, much love, brother.